On target number 1, representing Norway, and Sandra Figues. And on target number 2, representing Italy, Andrea Maria. And your boys match is Elaine Leonu.
So athletes introduced out. Norway line up with Ylva Helje, who's 20 years old, and her teammate Sandra Figvet, who's also 20. Slightly younger Italian team, but only just. Andrea Machia is 19 years old, and Leonardo Covre is 20 years old. All four archers have some experience on podiums here in the European Youth Circuit, so this should be a very tasty lineup. Norway taking on Italy for the under-21 compound mixed team gold medal match at the European Youth Championships.
So on target 2, it will be Italy to shoot first.
So the Italians will get the match underway. It's the 19-year-old Machia. Team gold on the circuit this year, as well as an individual bronze.
Well, that's a nice opener. I think the Italians, you're going to hear a lot more cheering now. Same coach. It's like he never left. Not what he wanted for an opening arrow. But of course they could learn from their younger under-18 team where the arrows were going. They could analyse from those matches. I think we're going to see a lot of left arrows today. All tied at the moment. Different ways to get 18 points.
Yeah, first time we've seen an arrow drift off to the right there, so I wonder whether Sandra Figved will make some adjustments. We flick back to Italy though.
She has had a remarkable competition so far. She's actually in the individual gold medal match, and her team, her under compound women team, they got a world record yesterday.
So 38 can be reached. Well, it could have been, and that's probably going to go for a measure, marked as an 8 with an asterisk, suggesting it will go that way. So whatever happens here, Italy are going to lead after this first end.
Unusual, both of his arrows drifted. Maybe he saw the previous matches and changed his sight too much the other way. It's hard to guess sometimes.
Well, it's far from the position we saw in the under-18 gold medal match with a miss in that first end, but potentially a 4-point gap here. That could be reduced to 3, but even that is a big gap after just one end.
Yeah, you'd be expecting with the compound matches, you know, maybe a point, 2 points maximum to be between the teams. So yeah, it's unusual, but I think the Italians will be happy because obviously they got a silver medal. They're in this gold medal match again. They're going to try and get this gold medal now. And of course, it being a junior competition, you're going to hear a lot of cheers. Might see some Mexican waves.
Yeah, it's great to see the crowd here, obviously full of a lot of the archers and delegations that are competing today. But it is a little bit dreary outside. Warm, but dreary.
Good old England. Yeah, the weather's been a bit changeable this week. We've had some brilliant moments and moments of rain as well.
Yeah, after a, spectacular summer by British standards, we've reverted to the norm, it would seem, in time for the medal days here at the European Championships.
Completely. I think Andrea's Nicole from Italy, she's going to be happy that she's managing to shoot on this field before her individual match. This is going to really set her up for the weekend.
So that arrow was marked up in the previous end for Norway. The gap 3 points, but Ylva Hjelle will start the second end.
And a lovely X for her first arrow. Of course, these archers are shooting 50 metres as compounds, as the same with the under 18s. And the 10 is, I'm going to say, the size of an apple. Trying to shoot an apple from 50 metres away.
I'll cheer the 2021 European Field Archery Champion.
He's got quite an unusual technique. His elbow is quite high, and yet his hand is, yeah, it just looks like his wrist is quite kinked, so I kind of want to re-watch that. That was a lovely last shot. Of course, the archers, the compound archers, they look through their peep sights. As you can see, she's lining up that peep sight, that hole in her string, with the scope. And the dot, you want that to be in the middle of the target face.
Moving around quite a bit though.
She cheered that, she was happy.
Yeah, it's remarkable. I mean, those tiny little movements on the shooting line make a big difference at the end. So when you see someone moving around,
He's only got
still
2
10.
seconds. Oh, yes.
Oh, good call there. Time running out on him, but that's probably because of the penultimate shot, because Machir was moving around loads there. I mean, what patience to wait to hold for that 10.
And to know that your teammates got your back, that is what the mixed team's all about. So, you know, she took up a little bit more time there. She did get her the 10. And then obviously he came back. He had 2 seconds left on the shot. 1 second, she was shouting at him. And he managed to get that 10 for her.
Well, remarkable shooting in those last 2 hours. The patience to hold on for Machir and then for teammate Kovra to step in with time almost out. Not really enough time, full draw, aim and shoot. So somehow coming away with 2 10s at the end. Well, that's what it means. That's what you're going to get. And that will give them bags of confidence going into the second half of this match.
He looked so nervous when he started the match, and now you could see the smirk on his face there. They've relaxed into it. I think, yeah, they feel a lot more confident. Norway just need to keep plodding along.
So we are halfway in this combat under-21 mixed team match, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, lots of movement on that shot there. Big breath when she let that shot go.
Number 2 on 76.
Look how quick that was. That is not normal process for anyone, including Leonardo Covre. But as you can see, that 3-point gap remains. But this time it's flipped around the other way, so a 6-point swing in that second end. Norway shooting first to start end number 3 and having a little struggle with the setup there.
So of course that takes away time from your teammate. You have to rush your next 3 shots. Maybe that doesn't matter if the score's good. So they have 43 seconds, so it should be 20 seconds a shot, so they're actually 3 seconds over their time. So even with the fluster at the beginning, Norway good for time. So not as good a start for Italy there. Only 1-point lead now. And 3 of 4. If Norway can tie this back. It's all to play for.
Sander Figved there into the 10 to finish on a 1:11 after 3. 1:13 available to Italy. Real determination in the look of Andrea Machia. She's really zoned into this. Under 10 seconds to go, but we've seen what he can do with under 5 seconds to go. Gets a 9 to maintain the lead, but it is just 1 point now. 1-1-2 plays 1-1-1. Italy versus Norway. It's set up for a thrilling 4th end. It's a very up and down match, this one. It's great for the neutral, of course, but that swing of 6 points from the first to the second, and then Italy not able to maintain that momentum. Any particular reasons why?
Yeah, Leonardo looks quite nervous. I mean, he did have a smirk last time. He was kind of getting into the swing of it, but now he's arms folded. He's got a frown, asking the coach advice. So, yeah, it's interesting to see what will happen in the next round. They've only got 4 arrows left. Yeah, you can see from the replays there, he wasn't sure where those arrows were going to land.
Well, here's something controversial. Surely Andrea Machia should just take up as much time as she possibly can, because Leonardo Covre likes to shoot under pressure.
Yes and no. I mean, do you really want to chance that? How many times can you do it?
Well, we're set up for a thrilling final end here. The under-21 compound mixed team gold medal match between Norway and Italy has been an up and down one. Italy leading by a single point, with both teams having 4 arrows remaining. Ylva Hilje, 2021 European Field Individual Bronze medalist, up to the line.
9.
Again, I would look at the groupings. The wind seems to have gone the other direction, or maybe the archers have overcompensated there, but all of their arrow marks seem to have gone to the right-hand side of the targets now.
9.
Apart from that one. Stand corrected.
Typical, isn't it?
It's always great having a coach behind you. You feel supported, and having a teammate there as well. It should always be a more fun match. I wonder what happened there with her. She was looking at her finger. Maybe their release aid went off funny. And that's a nice recovery. He still looks quite serious.
Well, they've given themselves another point breathing room. Hilliard with her last shot of the match. You can see the wind just buffeting her a little bit, but still gets it into the 10. So a 1:49 available to them, and you'd fancy they'd want to get as close to that as possible. Sander Figved. Last arrow for Norway. Now is that? That's a 9 for a measure.
I think that's probably going to be a 10.
So 138. Sorry, 148. The provisional score set.
Lots of breathing room for Italy on these last 2 arrows. Especially when she gets a 10.
So a 9 for the win. Well, actually, an 8 will probably do it, but a 9 for sure if that 9 from Norway gets marked up. Kovre into the 9. So a 150 set, and whatever happens to Norway's last arrow, Italy have come from behind to take the under-21 compound mixed team European Youth Archery Championship gold medal here in Lilleshall, Great Britain. What a tremendous performance from Mochia and Kovre. Well, it was a nervy match for both teams, wasn't it? But in the end, Italy came back from 3 points behind.
Oh, it's just good to see the Italians win one of the 2 matches. Their teammates were willing that on. You can see them cheering there. Yeah, it's good to see supported teams win. They love it. The juniors love it. They're just waiting for that last arrow now.
Oh, Andrea Mochia, you can see the tension. She's trying to contain things. They're just waiting for that confirmation. It's really about the final score here for Norway. Will it be a 148 or a 149? But of course they check every arrow. They check every single arrow, and we have seen arrows not marked for a measure, but there is the confirmation from the target judge that Italy have taken this one. They are the European Youth Champions in the under-21 compound mixed team competition here in Great Britain in 2022. Congratulations to them.
On 150 points, the team from Italy.
Well, there we are. Confirmation that Italy have taken gold in the